it's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post some new content. Well, President Biden has pardoned his son, and it's almost like everybody's mad about it, you know. But I gotta. For those of y'all that may be mad, I gotta ask you, right? Or I gotta tell you, right, that okay, everybody, everybody has that right, or to exercise the right that they can change their mind about, about certain things, all right? And then I don't know, maybe because he's president, right? Which wasn't a good one, by the way, right? That once he says something, he can't come back and doggone and be like, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. That's my son. So, so here's the deal, because I know that the radio station here, they actually like Power 92, point three here in Little Rock, right? They did they did a Power People poll on this. They was just like, well, if you was president, would you pardon your son? And I was like, and at the time I said, hell no. Let his ass stay in there. I mean, because the thing about it though, we as parents, right? Back in the day, right? When I was a little bitty, uh, you did something you had no business doing, you got your ass whooped, right? And then depending on who saw you, the neighbor down the street whooped your ass, then brought you home to your parents, and guess what? You got another ass whooping, right? And so then, but laws, along with the course of time, laws were put in play, right? Oh, you can't whoop your kid's ass no more. So now you got to put them in timeout. Like, what the fuck timeout gonna do? Oh, you got to talk to the child, tell them that you shouldn't do this and why you shouldn't do that. No, You beat their ass, right? Even if they ain't did nothing, beat their ass, right? If they did all right, they ain't did nothing, you will. And here's your ass whooping beforehand, right? So in our case, right, you know, just like I say, for those of y'all that are mad, right? Me personally, I don't give a damn, right? But for those of y'all that are so-called mad what that man did, right? You got to ask yourself this simple question: would you do it if you was president, right? And I told you, at the time I said no, keep his ass in there, right? But then you got to be like, okay, that's your son. But then again, you also got to stop and look at this for a minute. And I'm just actually like really talking parent to parent, or for those y'all that have kids or gonna have kids. My kids are grown now, but my thing is, look, no matter how bad your child or children are, yeah, you want if they need to be punished, to go ahead and punish them, right? But just know that you've done all what you can, and then they still go out there and do fucked up shit anyway, then 9 times out of 10, that's probably was the path that they was headed to a long time ago. In addition of taking the power away to beat your child's ass or children's ass, right? Getting taken away, right? So I'm just like, in a sense, it's almost like a catch-22. If you actually really stop and think about it for a minute. So y'all leave, and besides, he getting ready to walk out the door any goddamn way. So if he want to take his boy with him, let him do so. Leave President Joe Biden alone, okay? Now, got that out the way, all right? We going. Now I'm not actually really going in the order, right? So let's actually really talk about being friend zoned and the imaginary dating wall, right? So sometimes, and I know a lot of motherfuckers probably gonna disagree with what I'm about to say. Because I actually really talked about this yesterday, but then I took it down because I felt like that the alcohol got to me just a little bit too tough. Yes, I'm drinking now because I'm the crazy uncle. I can do that, right? So, but being friend zoned, right? Unless you just like then poured your heart into this one particular female, right? Giving her gifts, giving her that, this, that, and the third, right? Then I can see where that you can be like, well, bitch, I'll give you all this motherfucking time and attention along with money, right? Not actually like physically giving you money, but buying you shit, and then, to only say like, okay, well, we could just be friends. That is, I'll be the first one to tell you, that is, it can be devastating. But if you actually really stop and think about it for a minute, 9 times out of 10, she probably made the right decision just to be your motherfucking friend. Because I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened. Say you do get a chance to clap them cheeks, right? And depending on how well your stamina is, right? When you doing that, right? You really don't know, like I say, unless your stamina is good, right? You're going to be in and out of there like a motherfucking 30-second commercial, if not less. But say you motherfucking dig it in them guts, fucking her 7 ways to Sunday, right? And then whether you nut on her stomach, her ass, or her face, guess what? Guess what? You just turned loose, right? You goddamn friendship. Because it's just for the fact that, because 9 times out of 10, that's probably all what the fuck you wanted in the first place. And then you could be like, it's a lot of shit that comes into play. Because you can be like, ooh, she got a nice body, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, when you get a chance to clap them cheeks, right? And then you can be like, damn, I waited for this. You know, I mean, but just listen, the shit, you know, the door swings both ways. Okay. So, but you know, but I'm just saying, if you do that, you know, I think a lot of stuff will actually like really go out the window. Or like what I said, on her stomach, her ass, on her face. You know, so it excuse me. So, you know, you gotta actually like think about that and be like, okay, if you know, if not, if that's what the fuck you want, then hey, by all means. But you know, for me, I'll be like, hey, look, I value, I truly value our friendship more than anything else, right? And then for me, right, I don't want to take that chance to destroy what has been built for however long that you can dig in them guts for. So 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 for everybody that was from the time that I was young teenager up until, you know, throughout my army career, right? All of you females that put me in the friend zone, because guess what? We're lifelong friends now. And then it just, you know, then just for the record, you know, guess what? If your dick don't get hard for, I'm like, why are you trying to smash in the first goddamn place? Right? So a lot of stuff that you have to take in consideration. Now, let's talk about this motherfucking imaginary wall that I've been hearing so much on these other YouTube channels, right? Where actually, and and this could just goes to show you, right, that you got it's a whole bunch of motherfucking sheeple that have motherfucking YouTube channels, right? Before, I mean, Kevin Samuels, may he rest in shit, right? And yes, I did say that, because what nobody really talking like he talked. Now since he was on the scene, just like I said, he dead and gone now. But my whole deal is, right? He actually like really like this, like, okay, he probably made probably made a lot of women mad, right? Because however old you are, if you got kids, this, that, and the third, if you're overweight or whatever, then you come up with these bullshit expectations, which, hey, guess what? I get all that. I said that yesterday. And I said that in my show that I did yesterday, right? So, but my whole deal is this, right? You can't put an age on love, right? Hell, I'm 51 years old. And I got married or remarried. Well, it'll be 4 years come March 26th. And then so a lot of folks probably say, well, you a man. Okay, and what the fuck that mean? Right? I had to marry a woman. My wife is older than I am. Not by much, but it's like, I say she about what? A year and some change older than me. It ain't quite 2 years. But in that case, for motherfuckers that sit up here and holler about, oh, are you too old? Right? Y'all need to kill that noise, right? And then for the motherfucker talking about, well, you overweight, kill that noise too. Because I'm here to tell you, I don't want no skinny bitch. Because 9 times out of 10, the bitch don't know how to boil water and will use the microwave more than what the fuck she should. Probably can't clean the house, can't wash no damn clothes, right? Don't know how to wash her ass real good, right? So, there's a lot of stuff that it's a lot of stuff that comes into play. So for you old cats that want these young women, these young skinny motherfuckers, hey, look, go ahead. Go ahead and jump on that, right? Clap them cheeks, dig in them guts, do whatever the fuck you want, because I ain't got time to well, why you move? Well, I don't want to mess up my hair. I'm just like, bitch, really? So this is what the fuck we do now? So you listen, you gonna want that woman with some experience. And then you can be like, oh, well, now you saying they got to have a high body count. No, the fuck you don't either, right? But here's the deal. This is what the one thing that I really don't get, because motherfuckers be talking about, hey, play the field. Play the field, right? Okay, then you go play the field. Now is something wrong with you? I mean, because I'm listen, I look at it like this, right? If you gonna ride my dick, goddamn it, you need to ride it, right? I mean, know what the fuck you doing. That takes practice, people, right? So, so just like I said, the body count, is it a big deal? Well, I put it like this. I look at it like this, I'll say anything past what? Well, actually, you really can't put. Well, you probably could. So let's just say for shits and giggles, right? You say you 25 years old, and you done ran through 40 motherfuckers, then I'm looking at you like, what the? That's a lot of mileage, right? But let's just say, like, if you around the same age as me, right? And if your body count is less than 10, oh, that's a brand new car. Plain and simple, right? Hell, maybe even 15. Hey, guess what? That's still a brand new car, because for the most part, you don't know how long that shit, because put it like this, those 10 times or those 15 times, that's over the course of some years, right? So, but then even if it is bunch right up, again, you lay your ass off, right? Guess what? Still good. Plain and simple. But knowing y'all, right? We're talking about the imaginary date wall now. So any woman that's my age or older, right? Well, they fucked anyway, right? Now, if you come off with that fucked up ass attitude, then we can say, oh, now I know why your ass is single. And that's why you have a whole bunch of cats in your house. Just like that, all that shit what Lisa Ray was talking about, I'm just like, and for the most part, I'm like, hey, good for you. Right? But it's just for the simple fact, bitch, I don't want your money. I got my own money. You're too goddamn light for me to begin with. Don't know how to wear your fucking hair. None of that shit. So my whole deal is, but here's the deal. Talking about what she say? I've traveled the world. Guess what? The crazy uncle has traveled the world too. Talking about you well cultured. Well, guess what? I am too. Right? Am I rich? Hey, I'm retired. Your ass still working. Now, what the fuck does that tell you? Right? Don't play with me. Please do not play with the crazy uncle. And am I saying you above the motherfucking imaginary dating line or dating wall? Well, shit, you in Hollywood. Use some special effects, put on some goddamn makeup, call it a motherfucking thing. Plain and simple. Right? So, enough of that bullshit. Last order of business. Y'all know we getting ready to have a new president, right? So Trump making all kind of noise. And then I think with this guy, Kash Patel, I hope I'm saying his name right. Trump then nominated him to be the new director of the FBI. So my whole deal is, and it's like, I think a lot of motherfuckers, it's like, well, no, we don't. The motherfucker talking about, oh, I don't know. But I'm just like, so my question is, why y'all say, ooh, I don't know, right? Because 9 times out of 10, listen, the average American citizen know that the United States government is crooked as shit, right? So now, because if y'all can remember, right, when Trump was in office the first time around, he started releasing shit that the FBI had once classified as top secret or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, well, damn. We finally might get a chance to know who killed JFK. Meaning the one who actually really pulled the motherfucking trigger. Because here's the deal. This is one thing that I never got. I get it, but then again, I'm just like, okay, you did something fucked up. Why you gonna log that shit down? This, I'm telling you, it's like either pulling CQ or staff duty. And for those of y'all that have served, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because you got to log down every motherfucking thing you did within a 24-hour period. Then come brief the next motherfucker, and then they do the exact same shit that you just finished doing, right? So just say, okay, so you take that to the highest level, the United States government, or the highest level of the United States government, right? And just know some jackass somewhere wrote down, okay, November 22nd, 1963, at such time, so and so knocked off the President Kennedy in Dallas, Texas. That shit is, trust me, that shit, somebody wrote that shit down somewhere, right? And then, just like I said, you also got to look at this in fact, when that happened, you got to ask yourself, okay, well, who was the FBI director back then? If you don't know, once you finish watching this show, go Google that shit. But I will give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. He's dead now. And matter of fact, that wasn't, I say he been dead for the past. Well, I've been retired almost 7. So I say roughly 5 years ago is when this person died, right? So again, go Google the shit. I'm not gonna give you no name, right? That you motherfuckers actually like really do some work for a change, right? So I really think that this guy, if they don't kill him first, right? They probably listen. We probably finna find out who killed JFK. Probably finna find out that we really didn't land on the goddamn moon. All that shit was done at Area 51, right? And then maybe, just maybe, we can shut up some of these motherfucking flat earther people. Motherfuckers holler around talking about the earth is flat. Really, bitch? You come from the earth. Your ass ain't flat. Now, don't get me wrong. You may be flat-chested. Talking about you women. Ain't got a flat ass. Maybe that's why y'all go out there and get the motherfucking BBLs. Right? Not taking into consideration, right, what your damn leg look like. You know, cause hold on, cause I'm gonna show you this is what you motherfuckers be looking like. This what the fuck, you see this? See this spoon right here? You know, this, so let's say that this part is your ass, and that part there is your goddamn leg. And you think you look real good walking around looking like you wearing a goddamn diaper, right? But and then I don't, just like I say, I don't know who more fucked up, y'all that do these BBLs or the motherfucking men that chase y'all. And then, like I say, y'all wonder why I call y'all raggedy motherfucker or ignorant ass motherfucker or stupid motherfucker, right? Because y'all go out, y'all do shit like this. I'm like, seriously. So here's the deal. So here's the deal, people. What have y'all learned from the crazy uncle today? Right? A parent's true love for their children or their child, right? Getting friend zone is probably a good thing. There's no such thing as a age wall for dating, right? Because my mother-in-law just turned 78, and the guy that she's been with, I think they've been married for like about 3 years. And both of them are in their 70s. So I don't want to hear that shit about a motherfucking age wall. That's some of the dumbest shit ever. But, like I said, y'all motherfucking too busy listening to Kevin and Samuel's ignorant ass, right? And then you fuck around and you miss out on somebody good because, oh, they such age, or they at a certain weight. But but I'm gonna tell you something, like what old what Shannon Sharp said a while back. 180, you ain't no lady. 210, count your boy in. Put like this, well, it was another one that he said, look, you got to be two something in order for us to do something. Right? Fuck, I look like fucking a bony bitch with a BBL. Hell, shit. Boy, talking about getting your back blown and your BBL start leaking all over the goddamn place. That's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. And there's that the new FBI director, if he gets nominated, right, that motherfucker finna look. That motherfucker, he finna take that lid, do like this, and that stitch is gonna fuck him up. But after all of the stitch is cleared, then he was like, oh, American people need to know this. American people need to know that. Oh, the real reason why the Twin Towers fell. Let them know about that too. So I'm just telling you, some heads are gonna roll. But my whole deal is the one motherfucker head that should have rolled, right? Like I said, that motherfucker dead now. So, with that being said, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your big dad, tell your big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door across the street riding called Paul's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'll let y'all.